Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a 2-page layout, primarily using the Spooky Nights collection from Simple Stories. I am going to kind of line my photos up across the page again. I have a total of 5 photos from Halloween. So we are going to kind of close off the ends, so to speak, with that diagonal stripe paper, and then I am going to use the black paper as another kind of strip of paper, I guess in the middle, more towards the middle, if that makes sense. So you'll see how I line it up. I had to cut the green strip first because I knew that black piece had to be a specific cut because of the words, if that makes sense. So I got the green piece first to make sure that I had enough to go across both pages, and then I cut the opposite side, and it worked okay because the green or the black phrase paper is going to go behind my photos. So I was able, or I will be able to cut them and kind of elongate them, then tucking it underneath my photos. So what I decided to do with the photos is actually mat it all on white first, leaving white space in between each of the photos, and then matting that on orange. And so I will have, like I said, the photos going all the way across, but it is matted twice. On page 2, it's a little bit interesting. I cut one of the photos down to, I don't know if it's exactly 4x4, but it's 4x4. And if you remember, I only have 5 photos, so in matting them twice, I will have quite a bit of extra orange space on page 2. So I will end up having to figure out a way to fill that in, which I was a little worried about, not going to lie. Because there is orange space above the small photo and then again to the right of the small photo, as you can see here. So that was a little bit challenging. It looks like, and I thought I had fixed it, maybe I didn't. It looks like that top on page 2 is down further than the black piece of paper on page 1. Not that you can really tell that much, but I thought I fixed it, and maybe I didn't fix it enough. So now I have the green piece going all the way across, and just adding another color, another pattern. And I knew I wanted to end up using one of the phrase stickers from the foam sticker sheet. And so I just decided to use Boo. I thought I was going to use Mwahaha, but it was too tall. And not long enough for the space I had left. So here's where I'm kind of playing around with the far right, filling in that orange space. I decided to make a scene. I don't do this very often, but I feel like I tend to do it more so with the Halloween collections, the Halloween layouts. And so I don't know, maybe there's just so many more options with the trees, the houses, and that kind of thing, that maybe that just inspires me to kind of make a scene. I have this puffy sticker sheet here from My Mind's Eye that I was really hoping to kind of use up. I don't use it up completely, but I did use a handful of stickers off of it. So eventually I might not finish all of the stickers, like the little witch. I don't know if I'll use that, so there might be, I don't know, I might give some of those away, or give it to my son to use when he scrapbooks. So to fill in the orange space above the photo, I decided to use 2 tags, kind of 2 patterned ones, but I gave me enough that I could kind of decorate them, embellish them a little bit more than they are already. I did end up adding black and white twine. I thought that was really cute. So you can see the tag on the right has the spider web and the spider. So I won't really embellish that one, but the other one, I believe maybe are stars. It's hard to tell from here. But on the foam sticker sheet, there was a phrase that said candy, the sticker here. And with my son in front of all of his stash, I knew I wanted to use that. And so I ended up using some candy pieces from the same My Mind's Eye collection, but then just the like regular stickers. So I kind of added those all around the word candy and just really like how that looks. I will end up going back and adding to it. Then I remembered I had flairs from Scrappin Happy Studio, and they were the perfect colors for this layout. I decided to try and layer 2 of them. So there are 2 different materials, canvas and then epoxy. And so I tried to layer them on page 1, 2 different kind of, yeah, I don't know. They're 2 different thicknesses. So I did I think maybe I didn't add, I don't know. Now I'm using the best costume. I had 2 of them layered there. I wanted to do 2 of them. I have so many flairs that I really do want to use as many up as I can. She has so many pretty new ones that I want, but I can't justify it with all of the older ones that I have. And so I'm really trying to use these flairs up. So you will see I get at least another one on here somewhere. So I have the brads for the Spooky Nights collection, and so I had added them to the far side on the black paper of the title, but they kind of blended in too much, and so I decided to bring them over onto the white, and I like the way that that looks a little bit better. I decided I do want to journal for this one, and so at the top of the scene I added the date so that just to kind of give you guys a visual that I will journal on the rest of that orange up there. And the reason I do want to journal is this specific Halloween, I actually was in Florida, at least for the school. They'll do a parade around the track. And so I was so surprised. Bless his heart. I'm so thankful he did it. But my husband took pictures of the boys walking around the track, and so all of those pictures my husband took, and it just meant a lot to me that, you know, even though I was missing out, he thought of me and thought to send me the pictures. And then I was back in time for actual Halloween, which is the 2 pictures on the page 2 there. So lots of getting ahead of myself, but I did add some more things over to that scene. I remembered I had it was like a yearly collection from Simple Stories. I don't remember what it was called, but it had all of the months, all of the seasons, and all of that. So I did find some bats and some candy corn, I believe. So I added the candy corn to the candy cluster, added the bats to the scene, and then added spooky under the scene. Just to kind of use those up. It's been in my stash, and I figured this was the perfect layout for that. So I added that, and then added a flare down next to the spooky, tucked another flare up under the word boo at the top. So I did get a total of 3 flares on this one from Scrappin Happy Studio, and then added that little round puffy circle down at the bottom cluster there as well. Just lots of different products just came together really nicely for this layout. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see if there are any pieces of the Spooky Nights collection left, and if so, I'll link those down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.